It's one or the other.
Honestly, I wouldn't even. I'd fuck with him about that. There's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna have diminishing returns on technology in general. It's like maybe that point in time, that's fucking doomsday, where it's Terminator 3. Yeah, someone coming from the future here and telling us that we're fucking up right now, and
yeah, maybe that's already happening. You ever think about that?
That could be happening.
What if all this stuff that's happening, like the craziness in the world, is because like the aliens are already here? Like they just came and they're like, the simulation has worked.
If someone's gonna do it, I think it's Donald Trump. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I wasn't gonna say it, but like if someone's the alien, dude. But that's the thing.
I hope he does.
He's either gonna reveal it or he's the alien.
Yeah,
it's one or the other.
Honestly, I wouldn't even. I'd fuck with him about.
You're like, oh, you're an alien? You have my vote.
That would make up for everything here. Yeah, he's like, I have damning information about the public, or just yeah.
Do you ever think about that, like simulation theory?
Sometimes. What I think about most that scares me is the fact that if there are aliens out there, for sure, there has to be. Mathematically, statistically, there has to be.
And they may or may not be involved.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But the fact that the government's not telling us anything about it, that's what scares me, because like, what if doomsday is coming and they know about it, but they're not going to panic the American people? And that's also why presidents before us have not said anything about it. That's what scares me. I'm like, there's no way this information that the government doesn't have this, right?
You say that in a very interesting way. You said right there, and they're not going to panic the people.
Are you referring to COVID?
Interesting year to say that. If you really wanted to go like full tinfoil hat, you could really go with that. But yeah, look, I don't know what I don't know. And that's like, that once you get past a certain level when you're hypothesizing things, forget the word conspiracy and all that. It gets to a point where you make so many leaps of faith that it is statistically and mathematically impossible to say if you are anywhere even in the right direction. So I don't really know. But when you say something like simulation theory, which is like the idea that all of this is kind of set up over time, and time is a myth and gravity's a myth and all that, and that there are beings that control what's happening here and they've done it before in the galaxy and all that bullshit. Like when you get there, then it's more like you're philosophizing. I don't know if that's a word, but you know what I mean? Like you're more or less thinking about what's possible versus like, so this guy did this thing with that guy and then they handled this thing and that's why they made this policy and then announced it. Like once you start going down that rabbit hole like that, where it's not just purely philosophical, it's like, it's kind of a waste of time. And now everyone's sitting at home and coming up with a lot of fucking things in their heads. So
I could easily say I wake up every morning and have a choice of what I'm doing, and then I could also say, but yeah, it is possible that this was already a simulation.
Yeah, it gets into like free will and all that.